we know the Qur'an was revealed in the month of Ramadan, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself would give a lot of importance to the recital of the Qur'an in this month. In his last Ramadan, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam did the recitation of the Qur'an with Jibreel alayhi salam twice. And we know from the lives of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum and the Salafun as-Salih, the pious predecessors and the Imams, that they would finish multiple Qur'ans in the month of Ramadan. Some would even finish one Qur'an a day. And lo and behold, you might be surprised, there are some people in this day and age, in the current times, who finish a Qur'an a day in the month of Ramadan. We know of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all the tawfiq to attain that level. So the month of Ramadan is definitely the month of Qur'an, and we know that the deeds, good deeds, are multiplied in the month of Ramadan. When it comes to the Qur'an itself, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us special reward. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in a hadith, Man al-mahiru bil-Qur'ani ma'as-safaratil kiramil barara. The person who recites the Qur'an perfectly, he will be resurrected with the angels. But the one الذي يتعتع وهو عليه شاق, the one who finds it difficult to recite the Qur'an, he struggles, he stammers with regard to the Qur'an, he is unable to recite it perfectly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives him double the reward. So the month of Ramadan, there are multiple rewards, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a person who struggles with the recitation of the Qur'an double the reward. Then just imagine how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to reward a person for the recitation of the Qur'an. Even if it is difficult for us, we must make an effort, at least a page a day, inshallah. If that is also difficult, at least a half a page or even a few ayat. And the other question you posed, Sheikh Abdullah, with regard to the tafsir, the understanding of the Qur'an versus the recitation of the Qur'an. No doubt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the Qur'an, the recitation of the Qur'an, a special ibadah. It is a special ibadah with special rewards. And the recitation of the Qur'an has been the focus of our ulama in the past, in the month of Ramadan. But understanding of the Qur'an is also necessary. So practically a person, if he is finishing maybe a Qur'an, 2 Qur'ans, 3 recitations of the Qur'an, if he can at least, maybe if the whole Qur'an is not possible, the last juz, the final juz, if he can make an effort towards understanding it. Or if that is also not possible, the last 10 surahs, if he can go through an English tafsir, maybe Ma'arif al-Qur'an or another tafsir in the English language or whatever language he is comfortable with, and he can go through the last 10 surahs, that will be beneficial for him not only in Ramadan but after Ramadan, where he will recite these surahs frequently. So there has to be a balance between the recitation of the Qur'an and the understanding of the Qur'an. Recitation of the Qur'an is of course important, and it is a separate ibadah, separate form of worship. Understanding the Qur'an is also necessary.